Next thing we've got is Mercury. So Mercury is going to star Mars when it's conjunct Mars, strongly aspecting Mars, or when Mars is in the sign of Mercury. So roughly 4 out of 12 charts, 1/3 of people are going to have a Mercury starred Mars. That's the most common problem we're going to see. Now this comes about because in the age of Mars, from 1 to 3, the child's now mobile. He can start doing his own thing. He can finally use his body. He can stand up. He can climb small things. He's no longer limited to rolling over and crawling. He has some physical ability now. Okay? So now there's more and more he can do. But he's still a child mind. He's still in the child state. He still needs contact, physical care, soothing, physical stroking, physical contact. But now he's also mobile. So it's very common. 4 out of 12, 1 out of 3 people raising kids go, well, he can do it now. Look at him go. Wow, look at him climb into that. Look at him get into his crib. Look at what he can do. Wow, he's capable. It's a moment of pride for the parent. And it's also a moment of, thank God I don't have to get up every 5 minutes, Because for the last year, every 5 minutes, they have to get up, pick up the baby, hold the baby, do this to the baby, do that to the baby. And the baby's like, oh, that feels so good. Thanks for touching me. And finally, the baby can do a few things itself. And so the parent's like, okay, finally I can take a rest. I don't have to do everything for the child. And so the child will start doing things for itself. Now some of these things the child wants to do by itself. Okay, some of these things the child might send a signal that, yeah, I would like some help here. And the parent goes, you can do it, do it. And the parent's not testing the child. The child's not getting touched. So see, during this time, the child still needs a lot of physical contact, even though he's mobile, but it's easy to forget that because now the child can do a lot of things that he couldn't do before because he's mobile. And even though the parent's taking pride in all the things he can do, it doesn't change the fact that the child is still in a state of needing connection with someone else. Once a child goes into the Mercury age, from 3 to 12, now they have a developing adult present. Now that developing adult can hold their hand and take them where they need to go. But just because they're mobile from 1 to 3 doesn't mean there's any part in them that's awake that can carry them and take them and soothe them and comfort them. That part develops in the age of Mercury. Okay? So they need as much comfort and care as they did the first year, but it may not appear so. Okay? So it's very common for kids to get less now. And here we have an adult planet. Think about it. We have this adult planet, Mercury, starving Mars. So what is the adult planet Mercury's role? It's like, let's find out. Let's experiment here. So the baby has a signal. And that when the baby signals with Mars, it's like, this is an emergency. I need this as ASAP. And the parent goes, well, let's see if he can do it by himself. Let's see if he can do this. Let's try this. So they're literally experiment with the kid to see his range of abilities. There's a right time to do that, but it's not when the kid is screaming a signal of any type. The kid's cranky,